What is good, YouTube? It's your boy OsamaCity coming back for another video. It looks like Plaqueboymax is finally admitting that he damn near almost sold his soul. And he also explained what he thought it felt like to sell your soul, like what it even means. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people get it wrong, so he kind of like gave his own perspective on it. And in this vlog that he posted, Max made it clear that selling your soul isn't literal. To him, it's the moment that you're like no longer yourself because of a dollar sign. And that dollar sign doesn't just mean cash either. Like, he can be talking about brand deals, audience expectations, business partnerships, working for people that like are trying to push you to do things you don't really want to do, staying quiet about certain situations. So the first clip that I'm gonna play y'all is the one where he talks about what he thinks it means to sell your soul.
Selling your soul is not like a literal thing. It's a metaphor that is a real thing, if that makes sense. Like, selling your soul to me is the moment you are no longer yourself because of a dollar sign. That's what selling your soul is. And the dollar sign could come in many ways. It could come from you're no longer yourself because of your audience. You're no longer yourself because you are in business with suits who want you to behave and do certain things you wouldn't, that are either outside or restrictive of your character because it makes you money. Multiple ways you can sell your soul.
So in this clip, he's basically explaining like selling your soul is not even in the same way that everybody really thinks. Like, there's multiple ways to do this. And honestly, this clip makes you really think about all the streamers and like what do they push and like what are they talking about and what are they afraid to talk about. And I actually was looking and I found a clip where he already had been talking about this because people was bringing up the fact that he blew up so fast everyone thought that he was selling his soul, and this is what he had to say about it.
So they are low vibrational people that come into your life that try to ruin it. So like Draco Reptilians, Jay-Z.
I'm gonna be honest, yeah. Nah, I'm just saying, like, yes, people have been trying to disturb my vibration, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I'm in LA, bro, but I've been staying away and staying peaceful. You feel me? I've been praying every day. Yes, bro.
That's good. So you haven't fallen.
Nah.
That's good.
So Max is basically saying that he's in LA. It's weird, just like everyone else has heard. Like, me and you both probably heard. Like, LA is weird. The people are fake. He's probably seeing crazy things in the industry that he's in, and he's like forced to stay around it because he probably feels like this is where he needs to be for his content, or like, you know what I'm trying to say. But the part that really stood out to me wasn't even him talking about selling out, but it was the part where he started talking about the loneliness, how it gets lonely at the top, and how he's always isolated. And he's basically saying when he's not on that camera entertaining his fans, he feels like shit and he's crashing out almost every single day. And I'm gonna play out a clip so y'all can actually get a real good picture of what's going on behind the scenes.
It's hard, bro. You feel me? I'm really isolated now. Like that, it get lonely at the top saying that shit real. Super isolated. Like, when you don't got no one to talk to, bro, you just talk to yourself in your head all day, bro. That's what I be doing. And it's like, that's not the best thing for you. I'm the type of nigga to spiral, like, start spiraling out and crashing, bro. Every 3 days, I'm just crashing, bro. All off camera, because I don't, like, I'm not trying to show that. Like, you feel me? I don't want to show y'all all the negatives and like bad energy. That's just gonna bring y'all vibe down. But it's not always about, you feel me, making sure y'all niggas all smiley and giddy. Sometimes I gotta show y'all the realness so y'all understand we're human beings. I'm a human being. But damn, boy, some of these days be rough as hell, bro. No cap. Never compromise yourself and who you are as a person. And never, ever, 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 ever put a dollar sign over your soul. Ever.
And he also said something that was important. Like, when he started, this was pure passion. It was no contracts, no paperwork, no late night phone calls, no strategic positioning. And now it's like meetings, signatures, paperwork, and a bunch of responsibilities from that he don't really want to deal with. So to him, it's probably all about money now. Like, and when it gets to that point, once you get to that power and once you get to that money, it's like certain things that it comes with, you probably wasn't even prepared for. And that's what it sounded like for Max. He even feels like he can't even have an opinion on his own favorite music no more, or he can't even say if it's trash because it comes with so much backlash. And I'm gonna play y'all that clip where he talked about it too.
Someone project, I'm reacting to someone's album. I'm not gonna lie, I could think that dog shit. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, gang, you're dog shit. You're a dog shit artist. I make music as well. I understand what it's like to put hundreds of hours into your craft. You put time into that, bro. And someone just saying it's dog, it's like, all right. Back in when I was living with my mom and pops, I used to shit on niggas. This is terrible. You suck. Quit. Now. I stopped doing that, as y'all, if you've been watching me for a while. I have literally heard of artists receiving harsh criticism, etc. That affects how people mental.
Yeah, I don't know if he's talking about NBA Youngboy right here, because they did just recently have some like back and forth, I guess, because NBA Youngboy came out with some videos, I guess, dissing him. But what he was mainly trying to get at in that clip is basically the more money that you get, the more restricted you are with certain things, what you could say, what you can do. And he also does bring up that there's a bunch of other streamers that are compromised and they can't speak really how they feel on certain topics because of the money, you know what I'm saying, how they're getting their money in. And once you get to this point, you're literally considered another puppet. And Max, bro, you just have to understand, you grew this fast in like the span of a year, bro, and now you're getting to the point where you're at Grammys, you're at these places where all these high level people, bro. You gotta understand, like, you're not gonna be able to keep putting out the same message and making these videos and having your own opinion, you know. But this is not the old Max anymore at his mom's house making streams that are just funny and he could just say whatever he wants anymore, bro. Like, the streamers nowadays, how big they are and how influential they are, you are literally the new celebrities. Like, why do y'all think they keep coming up on his streams when they go on interviews talking about like they don't even like streamers? Like, but I'm gonna let Max explain what happens after you start making this kind of money and the restrictions that comes with it too.
A lot of people are compromised. A lot. Bro, just look at media, bro. Look how many people are compromised or don't say certain things or aren't necessarily they self because of money rule the world. The problem is when you're like an entertainer and the money get lucrative, how do you think niggas make these lucrative bags? You think you make these lucrative bags without any restriction? Almost sold my shit.
And I really don't know what he means by this, but this could mean anything, honestly. He could have got approached for a contract. He could have got asked to push an agenda. He could have got asked to do anything. But it is cool seeing him come out and talk about it and not just like try to hide in the shadows with this, because not a lot of people talk about these things. And it might be because when other people have came out and talked about certain things, people just called them crazy and thought that they were losing their mind, to be honest. And in the future, I do see a bunch of streamers and other people coming out and actually speaking about this because, like I did say earlier, these streamers are literally becoming the new celebrities. They have the most influence over the kids and they're being watched all day. So yeah, to Max, man, I don't know, man. Just get ready, get prepared, man, because this is only the beginning. That's all I gotta say for all these streamers, for anybody trying to get into this space. Because over the last 2 to 3 years, the streaming space has literally quadrupled, and you already know what happens after industry blows up, guys. They have to get their hands in it, and yeah, man, people start getting controlled. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come at you guys with another one. Peace.